Shalom. Happy New You. Welcome to day number 20 of Attitude of Gratitude. So, we're taking the 30-day Attitude of Gratitude challenge. If this is your first day, continue for 30 days. We may extend it, but we're doing the 30 days of Attitude of Gratitude. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have been growing in this time that we've been practicing our Attitude of Gratitude. List the 5 things that you are grateful for today in the comments. Share your attitude of gratitude with us. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And today we're going to get started on our attitude of gratitude. The number one thing that I am grateful for today is being in a polar vortex and being warm, having a place of shelter, being warm. And if you are experiencing this polar vortex, and I think it's in the entire Midwest, make sure that you leave your water running during all times of the day around the clock right now. It's better to pay a little bit more on that water bill than to be dealing with bursted pipes. So make sure that you have water running in various places in your sinks and stuff like that so that that way your pipes do not burst. So that's just a little help, a little hint, a little tip, so that that way you do not have to deal with bursted pipes and you don't have to do any remodeling in the dead of winter during this polar vortex. So I'm grateful for being able to be inside indoors, having a place to go, a roof over my head, and being warm because that is not the case for everyone. And I realize that that is a blessing. So I thank God for that. The next thing that I thank God for is I thank God for the people who shopped with me yesterday. I am grateful for all of you guys who shopped with me yesterday. I met some new people yesterday, and one of the people that I did meet that has a neat business and they help people to learn how to deal with clientele that has challenges is a lady named Kate. And she was a blessing to me on yesterday, and I was able to be a blessing to her and her team. And she's from Florida. So, I am so grateful for everyone who decided to patronize me on yesterday while we were at the Midwest show yesterday. So I am grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for the team of people who went out with me to enjoy that trade show and to meet some other barbers and competed and the people who won. So I'm grateful for that. The next thing I am grateful for is I am grateful for. Oh, I gave you guys that one. The people who took my business card on yesterday. I apologize for looking off. But I'm grateful for the people who took my business cards on yesterday because what I realized as a business owner, not everyone has to shop with you. Not everyone has to take your business card. Not everyone has to care about what it is that your business does. So I am grateful for the people who actually went ahead and took my business card. I pray that they use it. I always tell people use it, don't lose it, because I know business cards are harder to keep up with than your cell phone. So that's why I usually would prefer that people actually scan my QR code so they can save it to their contacts. So that way they do not lose me in the shuffle because I love to be a blessing to others and pamper them and actually help them feel better about themselves. So help them to relax, refresh, rejuvenate, recharge. I like to help them with those things so that they can go out and they can conquer the world. So I am also grateful for just speaking life into myself, being a person to actually pour into myself, learning to be able to do that is a journey in itself. And I am grateful for that. So I can share a few of my I ams, a few of my affirmations with you guys this morning. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am strong. I am a survivor. I am a leader. I am a millionaire. I am a philanthropist. I'm already there. It might not have loaded in my bank account yet, but I am. So, what are the I am statements that you say to yourself? How do you speak life into yourself? Do you have affirmations that you say to yourself on a regular basis, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? We should be saying these things to ourselves. Pour into yourself. So, if you haven't been pouring into yourself, I'm just sharing with you what I do to pour into myself, because if nobody else is going to build you up, it needs to be you. We have always in the past been our best enemy. The enemy is within me, but we don't want to be that. We want to be our best cheerleader. So be your best cheerleader. So if ain't nobody else cheering for you, cheer for yourself. Celebrate your victories. Celebrate each and every milestone, whether it be small in your eyesight or whether it be large. Celebrate yourself on a daily basis, because you deserve the love from yourself. The next thing that I am grateful for is being intentional. So I am grateful for being intentional about the things that I want, the things that I need, the things that I desire, the things that are going to help me to get to my goal. I am being intentional this year. So I am purposefully seeking out the things, that the people, the places that I need to be. So I am purposefully fully doing that, and also being in prayer so that I allow God to guide me. So I actually just told somebody a story about this being intentional part. A couple of years ago, I want to say, yeah, a couple of years ago, actually three, because it's 2025, I met a lady named Micheline Barber, and she was doing a conference, and she's part of the Dudley brand because she went to DCU, but she actually got to go in Kernersville, North Carolina, in which I wish I could have been there. So I got to meet her because she came to Conclave for Dudley Beauty College. And when I met her and she told me that she had Impulse Summit, at that time when she said it, I was like, I have to be there. And it was just like God spoke to me like, you need to be there. So I did everything that I could to get to Impulse Summit that year. And I went to Impulse Summit and I met some fabulous people. I actually met someone, and I was like, it was just like when I met that person, it was like God was like, okay, you need to be over there with them. And then I kept coming to that person like, when is your class? When is your presentation? Because I didn't want to miss it. And then when I sat in that person's presentation, when I sat in that person's class, I was blown away. And I was like, yes, this is somebody you need to be connected to. And this is somebody who needs to help mentor you. And I have not got my mentorship from that person, but I know what I need to do in order to get my mentorship from the person in which I met at that conference. But I know that once I'm being mentored by that person, it's going to be a game changer for me. Not saying that anybody else that I'm being mentored by right now is not changing my life. Is not helping me to be a better version of me. They are pouring into me, but I know that once I'm ready to level up, once I level up and I am being mentored by this person, I know that is going to be a big game changer for me. And I thank God for that. And I reveal who this person is once they start mentoring me. I promise you guys, I'll let you guys know. And you'll see a difference. You will see a big difference. And I am grateful for, the last thing I am grateful for is budgeting. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit, a little bit TMI about me and budgeting. So I was working construction at this particular time, and it was like I worked more days than I had off, a lot more days than I had off. So the average person mostly works 6 days a week, maybe have one day off, or 5 days a week, have 2 days off. And what happened at this time, I would go for a stint of time where I worked 30 to 40 days before I had one day off. And so during this time, I had found found it difficult to keep up with my self care, and I was struggling to find out how to do that. And at the time while I was working on doing that, I'm just a budget person. Like all my bills have to be written out. How much is going out? How much is coming in? How much am I able to save? And I've been like that since I was young. I like to be able to save, and my savings should look much better than my outgoing bills. And that's the way I've always been. Except the only thing that I was missing, and I'm gonna tell you guys about that in a second, thing that I was missing. So I had said I want to be able to get my hair done, and I want to be able to get my daughter's hair done every other week. So what I did was came up with a budget of how much the average hairstyle should cost us every other week. And then I said, okay, well, how much will this cost? And I had broken down to how much I needed to have per year set aside so that we can get our hair done on a regular basis every 2 weeks at the minimum. So if we went 3 weeks, I was already, saving in that budget. So one of my coworkers, we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, so for the year, it's gonna cost this much for me to get me and my daughter's hair done for the year. And they were like, did you seriously sit down and calculate that? And I'm like, yes, because I need to know that I can afford to be able to do this. And so that leads me to the missing piece that I had and the reason why I am on this crusade right now. So, the missing piece that I did not have is I did not have an investment vehicle to put the money that I was saving into so that it can grow exponentially. And so now I have that and I want to share that with others. So, if you are good at saving, and if you are not so good at saving, I would advise you to start having a budget. Put yourself a budget together. I don't know if that was part of the plan for your year, if that was part of your New Year's resolution, if that was the part of the being a better version of yourself, but happy new you, happy new year. Make sure that you are budgeting so that way you can know where your coins are going. And I was always a person like, I want to know where my coins going. And I'm following my coins where they're going because I don't want to be coinless. So I had to start putting my stuff in investment vehicles so that it would grow my money while it was sitting versus sitting it right in the bank. So if you want to join me on this health and wealth journey this year, because all 2025 we leveling up and we going with our health and wealth, we're taking care of ourselves and we're taking care of our financial health too, not just your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, but our financial health. We're going to add that in the mix. So if you want to take this journey with me, I would say go ahead and text HW for health and wealth. Text HW to the number at the bottom of the screen. So 224-263-1110. Join me on this health and wealth journey this year. I am on a crusade to help 20 families per week. So if you want to be one of those 20 families that I help per week, me and my team are going to help you elevate your health and your wealth, because we know that there are a few things that do not come with instructions, but you have some people that have go ahead and went before you and work that thing out. So go ahead and health and wealth HW to this number so that we can help you this week. I love you guys. I hope that you have been loving on yourself. Thank you for joining me on our 30-day journey of attitude of gratitude, and list those 5 things that you are grateful for today. And we will see you on tomorrow on day number 21. Let's go out here and be grateful for something today. And whatever you go out here and do today, I ask that you just not do it ashy. Get yourself some hand cracks today so that you can be smooth, soft, silky, and supple. I love you guys. Have a great day. Shalom.